All right, I've got these Cadillac Seville STS wheels with the Bridgestone Blizzaks. These are actually going to go on the 92 Toronado Trofeo. That is my son's. These are going to be his winter wheels, or at least winter wheels for now. Um, get winter tires. Do yourself a favor. Find some old stock wheels off another car, another stock wheels. Find steel wheels, just whatever. Get yourself a set of wheels that will fit your car and get some winter tires. Even if you don't go Blizzaks, go with Firestone Winter Force. Go with some cheapies if you want. Just do something other than just your general all seasons. They make a world of difference. I don't care what you say or what you've heard from anybody else. Dedicated winter tires are massive difference in traction. You're gonna still slip and slide. You're not. It's not. It's not gonna be like dry pavement, right? But it's the right tire for the job. It helps even in the cold weather, even on just dry terrain. But overall, winter tires absolutely the way to go. I want my kids to be safe on the road, so I'm going to give them, the good stuff. So I'm actually going to clean these today. Just going to use some invisible glass. I'm only going to clean the one just to kind of give you an idea. Glass cleaner actually works really good on chrome. These wheels are not particularly trashed. They're not full of a whole bunch of brake dust. There is some in there, but the glass cleaner is actually going to do pretty good. So I'm just going to get in here, just going to kind of spray them down with the glass cleaner. And we're going to get the town wiper. And I'm just using some shop rags that I've had laying around. These things are 17 bucks for a big pack of them at Costco, so you can get them pretty cheap. Use old bath towels, whatever, it don't matter. So I'm just gonna give these a wipe here. And you'll see these are actually some pretty nice looking wheels. Now what I am curious on is how are these actually gonna look on the Toronado? We're probably going to end up getting some Oldsmobile center cap stickers for them so they look a little more at home. Instead of saying STS in the middle, have an Oldsmobile badge in there. But I think they're going to look pretty nice on there. I do like the factory, I think people call them turbine wheels, I'm not sure. But I do like those wheels. They're a nice look on the car, especially when they're cleaned up. They're a pretty hard wheel to beat, I think, on that car anyway. Just going to give these a nice clean up. Kind of in a wheel cleaning frenzy today. I've got my wire spoke wheels you guys have seen in my other videos that I'm cleaning up. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to get these out. I know Camden wanted to get them out and get them cleaned up. So I'm going to give him a little head start. And I'm going to get this one cleaned up. And then he can take over the other one. So now they've got... There's some spotting on them. This isn't really taking out. So I'm going to go get some chrome polish. And we're going to do quick chrome polish on those. You can use steel wool if you need to. 4/0 steel wool. So I'm just going to use the chrome polish with the microfiber towel and just see how that comes out. I don't think this little spotting on here is all that bad, so I think it'll probably come out pretty well. But my chrome polish is just about empty. Got another bottle of it somewhere around here, but may have to dig that one out. It doesn't take much, just a little bit in a couple spots. That will probably be plenty of chrome polish to do what I want to do here. So I'm just going to take this. We're just going to kind of spread that all around. And then, once that's around, it's pretty simple stuff. You just wipe it. No point in getting it down here because that's not chrome anyway, so. This stuff, you don't need some super expensive chrome polish. Just get the cheap turtle wax stuff. I've been using this stuff for years. It actually works really, really well. Just going to do a quick polish up on these here. And Camden will be here tomorrow after school, and we're going to have him out here and work on getting the fuel pump set up in his car and getting the rest of these wheels cleaned up and get them put on. Right now he's driving my car, my Cadillac, that these wheels are actually originally off. He's driving that right now. There we go. These are coming out pretty good. So you can see, I'll flip this towel over here in just a minute and get the rest of this stuff off. There we go. Those come out pretty darn good. These are a nice looking wheel. I don't mind them. But I found some 18-inch wheels off of one of the newer Cadillac STS cars. And those just really hit the sweet spot on that Cadillac Seville. There we go. That is a nice looking cleaned up chrome wheel. So let's get the glass cleaner out and we're going to clean up the tire as well. This will work on the tire too. These tires are basically brand new. I put them on these wheels and then basically drove them around the block a couple times just to show my kids the difference in handling between all-season tires and winter tires, and even they, realized it right away. It was a pretty big difference. So it was a good, easy test for them, and I pretty much have not seen the road. Other than that, I mean, they all still have the nipples on them, and they are like brand new condition yet. So they will be a very, very good thing to have for a young new driver. So I'll get these cleaned up, get some tire shine on them. You gotta have tire shine. Dressing. I don't like the super greasy, slingy tire dressing. I've kind of got two favorites right now. I've got the Meguiar's Gold Class Endurance that I really like, and I've got the Chemical Guys spray tire shine that I really like as well. Both of them are very, very good. So on this, I think I'm going to go with the Meguiar's. I'm going to go grab that. There we go. So I just use these tire swipe sponges. Are fantastic. They're by far my favorite tire dressing applicator, and the Meguiar's Gold Class Endurance Tire Gel. This stuff is really, really good. The best for this stuff I've found is if you can dress your tires with this and let them sit for a few hours, so it doesn't really dry, soak in, whatever you want to call it. It just prevents the slinging on it. It makes it a whole lot better. The last thing you want is get everything all looking good. A lot of times you're doing this, you're detailing your cars, you're making it look super, super nice. Last thing you want to do with this is do all that and then end up with tire shine slinging everywhere all over your paint when it's all cleaned up. But you can see this stuff just gives a really dark, deep, rich look to it. And I don't think it gets too glossy. You see some of them, they almost look like make your tires look plastic, and that just is not a good look to me. This stuff I really, really enjoy the look of it. Gives a nice, good, deep gloss. There we go. I think that is going to look really, really nice on this Oldsmobile. This down. So, what do you think? Let's line it up here on the car. Okay, there it is. Now, mind you, the perspective is going to be a little bit off because this wheel is just sitting in front. So, you know, it's going to look a lot bigger than it actually is. But what do you think? I think this is going to be a really nice look for this car. I'm not going to lie, depending on how it looks when it goes on here, we may try to find another set of these wheels for this car for summer use as well. Because like I said, not that I mind the look of the factory wheels. I actually think they're a pretty nice looking wheel. But red and chrome just goes together so well. And I think this would be possibly a very nice looking wheel, because this car has such really beautiful body lines on it to begin with. I don't think you want some big crazy wheel that's going to look goofy on it and overstated. I think a nice subtle chrome wheel like this actually would be just about perfect for this car. So I'm actually pretty excited to get these on and give them a try and see how they go. Let me know what you think, because I think that's going to be a really nice look to it. On the other hand, you know, we could, here we go, we could always do something like this. What do you think of that? There you go. We'll throw the wires on there. Yeah? No, they're not going on here. They're going on the Oldsmobile 98. It would be I don't know. I don't think that'd be a great look for it, but these, I think that's the ticket right there. That's money for this car. That's going to look good. Let me know what you think. We have Camden back here working on the Cadillac Seville STS wheels of the Blizzaks that are going on his Toronado. Here we go. We got one of the Cadillac wheels on the Toronado. Now we're going to come around to the other side here, and we're going to watch Camden struggle to get this one on. How's it going?
It's going fantastic. None of them are lined up.
Huh?
None of them are lined up.
Why not?
I might be slow.
They're all there. Come on, I'm holding the flashlight for you. Got the light on the phone.
Oh.
You can do it!
Hey, I got it.
Did you though?
No. Yeah, I did.
All right, now finish it.
Relax. Of course, I got the special one first. And now I'm gonna have to re-clean and re-polish tires. Fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, that's not right, is it?
Not too bad. It only took you
20 minutes.
Well, you know, we didn't get the first part on video, so you don't look too bad. It looks like it only took you a couple tries. All right, we're gonna get the rest of these on and lower it down.
Might take an hour.
We got new pins coming for the fuel pump plug. They should be here tomorrow, and then we're gonna work on that, and we'll have this thing up and running in no time. Okay, here we are. It is time to get this Toronado fixed up and on the road. So if you followed along, we have found that the fuel pump sending unit plug, actually, it looks like the female pins inside have gotten loosened up, and they're not making a very good connection. I can actually turn the fuel pump on and off by wiggling that plug back and forth. So I actually ordered up a crimper and a kit with a whole bunch of terminal pins, and so we are actually going to take the 5 wires that are in the body harness side of the sending unit plug, and we're going to snip the wires on all those right at the pins, and I'm going to put new terminal pins on those and then reinsert them in. So that way all 5 of those wires have good fresh pins on them, and hopefully that will be the end of any issues. So If you're not familiar with how these work, so you have these little terminal pin kits, and so usually what they are with these single pins is you'll take a tool like this and you will insert it in the front of the plug, or the terminal side of the plug. You'll insert that in, and that will lift up on either a plastic tab or a metal tab, and it'll allow the wire to pull out of the plug. I'm going to try to get that on video to show you guys. If you're not familiar with it, I can't really promise anything because I don't know how good we're going to be able to get video under there. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are underneath the car, and I actually found something that looks a little suspicious here. There is electrical tape wrapped around some of these wires. We have some splicing that happened here. That's not very good. So let's do some unwrapping here if we can and see. Forgive the camera angle, I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to see this. The camera's just laying on the ground here. But yeah, it looks like somebody was in these wires before. And this would be a good spot to use some shrink wrap instead of electrical tape. Well, let's see what we got here. Yep, right there. Look at that. That wire is bare. And so when I go to put the new pins on here, I will put some shrink wrap on there and do that proper. I can get this apart. There we go. There's that one. Yeah, that's no good. We don't want to be seeing that. That's not a very good thing to see. Yeah, let's see here. This one. And this one, I believe, is the two grounds. Let's get this out of here. Kind of hard to get at this with gloves. Let's see. Grab this little guy, see if we can pick at it, get it out of there. There we go. Yes, I'm kind of afraid of what we're going to see under this one with the two wires taped together. First two? Yeah, there's the black and the black-white taped together under here. Grab that pick back. Oh yeah. Yeah, what in the heck kind of mess do we have here? Yeah, they got both these wires chewed into also. So I'm not sure if somebody hacked into these is what it looks like to do some testing. But yeah, this is definitely not the way to go. Don't be doing this stuff. There's a right way to do this. I mean, if you need to do this, try to get some heat shrink tape on it if you can. I'm not saying I've never been guilty of just taping the wires together and sending it, but it's not ideal. So that's where we're at with this. Now, I already have some pictures. Make sure if you ever take one of these plugs apart, make sure you get some pictures of the way the wires are and what plug or what point they go to. They are labeled. So you see on the side here. I can't read it because my contacts are messing up. E, F, G, H there, and A, B, C, D here. So make sure you write this down. Oh, there we go. Make sure you write this down or take some pictures of it so you know where it goes. So we're going to try to pull these wires out, and I'm going to use this flat one here, this little guy, is that's going to insert right in here, and we'll see if that will pull that out. Go in there, and there we go. The pin just pops out. So I go through all these and do that same thing. Just pull these all out. Oh, drops it right on the phone. There we go. We're going to de-pin this, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for new pins. There we go. There we go. And one more. Yeah, these little picks make a world of difference for doing this kind of stuff. You're not going to have a fun time trying to just do this, trying to rig your own fancy tools. It's not going to be fun. There we go. And pull that last one. There we go. All right, so now I've got these out. And now we're going to start testing to see what pin is going to work for these that we have, and get these wires snipped. I've got new insulators for all these in that kit, so we'll put new insulators on, we'll crimp new female ends on, and we should be good to go. So well, here we go. This is what I found to be the actual issue with this fuel pump. I'm going to see if I can get them close enough to the camera here to get a good view. Let's see here. There we go. So basically you can see that on the left, that's the one that was in the car. On the right is the new one. These are Metri-Pack 150 series. This is the female connector side. And you can see it is just, there's no spring tension left in that. It is just completely loose. So I actually have also a harness here, and you can see how loose this is. This thing actually, let's see if I can kind of show it on here. This is so loose that I can tip this upside down, and that terminal, of course now it's not going to do it, but it was so loose, there you go, it just fell out. It's so loose in there that this terminal will actually fall right off of the connectors there. So it's on there. There you go. Just fell out. Just one more time here. It's kind of hard to show on the camera because I'm watching the plug and the camera. There we go. It's in there, so you can see it's fully in. But look how loose that is. It's terrible. Of course, I go to there it is. Fell right out. So yeah, it's completely loose. And so the way that should fit in there is it should be, nice and tight. That should barely, it should take some pressure to put that on there. And now, I don't know if you can see here, that thing doesn't really move around much in there. So we're gonna get there. Yeah, it's even hard to pull off. So we're gonna go underneath and we're gonna snip the rest of these wires, these connectors off, and we're gonna put the new ones on. And that should hopefully resolve any of our fuel pump issues that we've been having with this Oldsmobile. Okay, back under the car, and we're going to start with, I'm going to put some heat shrink tube over the wire on that spot here that's been tampered with. Get that on there. Then we're going to take our insulator, slide that over the wire. And then, new Metri-Pack connector. Oh, if I don't lose it. Okay, so this should go right here. Okay, so I got this here. 2018. So that should be the right spot for this connector. This thing is a little tricky. I've never Never messed with these types of connectors before, so bear with me. Kind of being a pain to get situated in there. I think I've got it. So that wire, I think I need to strip a little bit more off that wire. Let me see here. Yep, just a touch more. You don't want to go and strip too much off these, because then you have bare wire that can kind of make things a mess. Okay. It's a little bit difficult to get this squared up in that crimp tool. Okay, I think that's right. All right, so now take and slide that in there. We should just be able to crimp that down. Oh, knuckle pop in there. Yeah, that's a nice crimp there. That looks good. I'm happy with that. The very end of it. Okay. Look at that, just like factory. That looks good. Now we take the seal. Put the seal right there. And then this guy has a spot for the seal as well. And so that's going to go right here. Sorry if the camera's not catching this very well. Okay, that should be on for the seal. I just crimp that around. And there we go. That is good for the seal. That looks perfect. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of these up. Yeah, I got another spot there. We're going to have to fix that up. I might have just actually crimped that. Okay. Let's cut the rest of these off. Okay, we're going to get this plug redone here. So I've got all the new terminal connectors on. I've got some shrink wrap tape, or some shrink wrap over the heat shrink over the wires, over the bad spots on them. So let's go ahead. I've got this wrote down here. So I'm going to start with terminal B right here, spot B. This was green. So this had the, Jesus. Okay, all new female connectors on the ends of the wires, all crimped on with the seals. They look pretty good. And so now it's time to reinsert them into the plug. And so if you look at the plug, you can see on here they are lettered A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And so you just have to make sure, and this is where, you know, it comes in really handy to write down and take pictures of what wire goes where. Because you get this wrong, best case it doesn't work, worst case you burn something up. So try to make sure you get it good. So we have the gray wire here goes into spot B, and so yeah, it's gonna go this way here. Okay, make sure it's fully inserted. So gray goes to B, and then the pink wire with the black stripe goes to terminal C. That's this one here. It's going to go to terminal spot C. Oh, get that. Oh, that's good. Okay. Of course, it wants to be stubborn a little bit. There we go. Heard that click. We're going to flip it over. Then we have E, F, and G. So the black wire with the white stripe goes into terminal E. That's this one here. Try to get these wires lined up so they're not so bad. So black wire with the white stripe is going to go into E. Okay. And then the purple wire is going to go to F. Purple wire to F. Okay, good there. And then last is the black wire is going to go to G. And there we go. It is fully inserted. All right. Now I'm going to grab my heat gun and clean that, shrink that tape up on there. Okay, let's make sure I got all the tape lined up where I want it. All the heat shrink. That's good there, good there. Good. And good. Okay. Pretty sure that's good. And that's all tight on there everywhere. I think maybe use a little more heat on that one. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, we look good everywhere. All right, now just take our little cage, and this goes in between all the wires. And then that will just snap down on top. Get the wires in place. There. And there. And that'll clip down. That'll help hold the seals in. Okay. We should be good to go here. This should be fully repaired now. I'll just get the wires tucked back up into the loom. My son Camden, he loves driving the Cadillac, but he really misses his car, so he's pretty excited to drive this. He had to run to work, so he's not able to be out here to help me finish this. So there we go. In the wire loom, good to go. And now you can plug this back in. There we go. Clip that onto the fuel tank. And that repair should be complete now. Well, as you can see, the Oldsmobile, the Toronado Trofeo, is not in the garage anymore. We moved that out this morning. Camden drove that to school, so he is back in his own ride again, and he is super happy. Even Peyton this morning commented on how awesome the wheels looked on that, so I'm pretty excited to see that thing come home in the daylight. And it's actually perfect because it's actually kind of a sunny day here today, so I think this car is going to look really, really nice. I'm really excited to see it. I have not seen it in the daylight yet. I haven't seen it outside with those wheels and tires on it. So, but long story short, got the Cadillac, the Seville STS in here now, and I've got some maintenance work to do on this. So hopefully we can get this done, and we won't have the Oldsmobile Toronado in the garage for a little while again. We do have some more updates to do with that. We have coming up soon. We will have the headlight door motor. It's going to get some work done. The headlight doors are stuck down, so we're going to get that. And then we also have the lumbar seats in that. You can hear the air pump run, but the bolsters and the lumbar, all that, like none of it actually moves. So we're going to rip into that and see what that is. And I'm trying to think if we have anything else on that car to do. Yeah, nothing that I can think of right now, but we're going to at least get that going soon as well. So hopefully this is the last we see of any real major issues with that Toronado Trofeo, and hopefully from here on out it's just the fun stuff. So thanks for watching.